Hello! It's actually been a few weeks since the last video, so a lot of things have changed here. So this video is basically going to be an update of some of the things that I've been doing. Oh, by the way, help yourself to some cake. Actually, I'm full, so I'll have some cake later. Anyway, let's get to looking at some stuff here. For starters, as you can see, I've built a bridge here, trying to expand the town, trying to make it more accessible to people who can't fly, like myself. Like I said, I still have a video coming to explain more Shadowraze, but like a lot of Minecraft servers, you can get certain perks if you pay money to help support the server. And so, if you're a donator, one of the perks is that you can fly, which is pretty handy. I personally like a more vanilla Minecraft experience, but there's some benefits to being able to get around larger areas like this more quickly. Anyway, this is what I've done with Cloud's house. Hey, sheep, you're looking pretty comfortable there. I've opened it up. I took down the castle turrets and opened it up. This looks more like a lot of the pictures of the ice hotels that I've seen online. I've since turned this house over to Cloud. He hasn't done anything with it. I'm kind of was hoping that he would put some more walls in here or something, make it look a little more homey. But he said himself that he's not much of a builder, and he kind of likes it as it is. So I might come back later and do some tinkering with it. I'm there. As you can see here, I've already actually looked at a few options with layering snow, and so I think I'll come back in another video and actually work with that. Put some layers of snow on that to round that out a little more, so it looks less blocky, which sounds weird to say in Minecraft. Moving on, this is a house I built for a human tripod, another member of the town. This is similar, just like my cozy cottage over there is an expanded version of something Paul Soares Jr. did in one of his tutorials. This kind of began like that. It's actually similar to a house I built on another server, and only this house I just really let my imagination go with it. I forgot to put some stairs there. Interesting. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, I have to go make some stairs to put there. But I've really kind of just put some different levels in here as far as flooring levels. I would imagine if it was me, I would probably put a couch here, put some chairs, maybe a table here, maybe even a TV down here or something. I don't know. It's not really my house at this point. I've given it over to a human tripod, who also hasn't done much with the house yet, but I'm hoping he does. He likes to use H's from his handle in some of his builds that he does, so I incorporated a couple of hidden H's in here. This design really fits with that. I've also used a daylight sensor. Underneath here there's a daylight sensor somewhere. I found that I could put a daylight sensor pretty much anywhere in here as long as there is some place for light to get in. It does affect when the lights come on and turn off. Matter of fact, as the sun comes up, you'll see the lights turn off eventually. But I wanted to make sure that the lights didn't go off until I was certain it was bright enough that nothing would spawn inside. So as the sun comes up, eventually the lights will go off. Oh, and now it's snowing. So our sun actually disappears. and I'm not sure now if it's going to get bright enough for these lights to go off. Oh well, if they go off, they'll go off. One of the good things about building in a snow biome is that it doesn't rain. Instead, we get snow, and snow doesn't make a sound. Oh, the lights have gone off. This, as you can tell, is a spleef arena. It's in the works. It's a work in progress. Over here, I easy bake ovens because I was baking up the sand to make all this glass. I also had to bake up some netherrack to make these bricks. That was before I found a nether fort that I started taking apart to get some of these bricks in the nether. So I'm still working on this. Still need to get some nether quartz to finish this section of the arena. Basically, that is snow. So we battle on the snow, we fall down here, and then I also need to make an exit out. I think I'm going to put a door here and some stairs that lead back up. I don't think these stands will ever be full of spectators, but I think it looks cool that they could be. I also have some spots already picked out for future residents to move into. Shadow Grunt X is going to be over here next to the lake, and I'm thinking about what I'm going to build for her here, and then Cheese is going to be over here, and I have no clue what I'm going to build for him over here. But anyway, that's what's going on here in Aomori. Next, we're going to go over to Hobbitia, the Hobbit town. Oh, actually, let me show you what I've done here with my house before I move over there. Basically, this is almost an exact replica of my house in my single player world, which I will give you a tour of that eventually. But here we have the cozy cottage. Here's what it looks like on the inside. And in the back, my Mr. Miyagi style garden with the raised wooden walkway over water. And so we got carrots over here, and potatoes, and wheat over here. We got melons, sugarcane, pumpkins, the whole shebang. And I will do a tutorial on how to do all of this eventually, for those who want to know more about how to build in Minecraft. I'll do that, don't worry. It's not going to be today. I got some other things planned before I get to that point, but that's something we will do. Anyway, this is Aomori. This is what it looks like currently. Let me go show you the other town. Okay, here we are in Hobbitia. This is a hobbit town. I didn't start this town. I started Aomori, but this town was actually started by Crispy LS Ninja. He started this town back when the map got wiped back in January. And he put a call out for some people to come join his new town, and me and Cloud actually were the first ones to reply. And for a while, we were the only two. This is Cloud's house here in Hobbitia, and once again, the snow. I actually put the snow here. I put it here as a prank, but he liked it so much he decided to keep it there. He also built me a snow fort here, and that's why I put Aomori in a snow biome, because I knew he'd have a lot of fun there. This is my hovel. I'll give you a quick view of it. All the hobbit holes start off basically the same, with the same design, but the residents are allowed to change them. I changed the floor, the walls. Some of this is kind of inspired by Paul's hobbit hole from his Minecraft videos. I also looked at internet sources for inspiration. The same thing I did with Cloud's Snow House. So this is based on Google search images of Bilbo Baggins' hobbit hole from The Hobbit. And then I just went off from there. My storage room. This is kind of I don't know what you would call this area. It's just a main area leading down to, I guess, party room, family room. It's kind of loosely based off of what I had in my own childhood home. A large room in the basement where we could have parties and just get together, watch TV. I got my underground farm here. Always important on a server where people are constantly looking for animals to kill. And then I have my freezer, lots of food, and seems like someone is stalking around outside. My fireplace, 2 fireplaces. That one's more of a grill for cooking, and this one is just a fireplace. My hidden bedroom here, and my onsen bath. So it's pretty nice for a hobbit hole, which Tolkien says when he's describing Bilbo's hobbit hole in The Hobbit. He says it's, to most people, they would see something akin to a hole in the ground. But if you ever went inside a hobbit hole, you'd find out that it's far more than just a hole in the ground. That it's a pretty cozy and nice place to live. And so that's what I was going for with mine. Here we have our villager square. Number of villagers, they're not as useful as I had hoped they would be being here, but it's nice having them here. And Bob, our iron golem. I think this is the 5th one here. People keep killing him. Even though we ask them very nicely not to, but they do. We have a few community farms here. And community farms on this server are very important. And I'll get more into that when I actually make the video talking about the Shadowraze server. But to give you a short explanation of why we have all these farms, there is an economy built into the game with the bucket plugins that Shadowraze uses. There's in-game currency and in-game economy, and so farms are a very big part of that. That's why we have so many shared farms here in this town. My project that I'm getting ready to work on is this particular farm. Cloud has started putting up making some changes. He wants to expand this farm to bring in more money. So residents in the town who want to gather crops and sell them at market for a profit can do it more easily. And I understand that. So our challenge is to add more levels to this, make this farm a bigger farm, more profitable farm. However, we do want it to fit in with the look of the town overall and with the Hobbit theme. For example, if I go over here to the potato farm that I built with the help of another resident, you'll see that in Hobbit fashion, it's mostly underground. The parts that are above ground are made out of wood to look natural, even with dirt on top of some of that, dirt piled up on the edges, so it looks like it's part of the landscape. And that's what we were going for with it. And so we want to have the carrot farm also have multiple levels like this, but still fit in with the landscape. It's really easy to make a tall tower with multiple levels of crops and have it not look real, which of course is in Minecraft, so how real can it look? But have it not look like something that's even possible to happen, even within the world of Minecraft. And to have it not really fit in with the landscape around, forget that. I wish there was something I could do with that, but I can't. But have it fit in with the landscape, and that's what we're looking for. So I'm going to work on that. I'm actually going to record it and post that, so that'll be the next video it goes up, is what I'm going to do with this right this moment. But anyway, for now, this is the tour of both these towns, Aomori and Hobbitia, and I also promise I'll give you more information about the Shadowraze server. Of course, if you look in the descriptions, you'll find a link to the Shadowraze server. Well, actually, a link to the website for the server, as well as links to other things that I mentioned in this video. Anyway, this is Jaden Max.